Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD, and in today's video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to do a team member gameplay breakdown. And in case you guys didn't know, I am a member of Karnage Clan. That link is down in the description below. And my teammate's gameplay that I'm going to be breaking down is Dysmo. And I guess that most of you know who Dysmo is because he has a YouTube channel of almost 1 million subscribers. So if you don't know who he is and you haven't subscribed to him yet, I'm going to go ahead and leave his channel link down in the description below. So for today's gameplay breakdown, what we're going to do is take a look at how he plays so well because he is a very good player at Call of Duty. We're going to break down a few key elements. He's playing TDM 75 and absolutely dominates the lobby with the swordfish. One of the things that makes Dysmo so good at the game is he's able to predict where people are, snap onto targets, and is very accurate. You see right here on the mini map, it's showing him exactly where the guy is. He jumps out, pretty much takes the aggressive push, and then takes the guy out. He makes sure he goes ahead and re-heals, but you're going to notice that theme. He's able to snap on targets, center his crosshairs very well, so he doesn't waste any shots, and is able to put people down really quickly. So knowing that this little head glitch is a hotspot, he peeks it really quick, takes the burst shot, and you can see he's already strafing to cover because you never know how to take that actual engagement. Then he jumps back out, snaps on. You can see how perfectly the line of sight was right there where he was literally on the person. Most people I wouldn't recommend take that shot, but usually most people don't have that good of accuracy. Currently, you can also see that he's running the acoustic sensor, so he's using that to the best of his ability to know when he needs to peek and take that shot. Ends up taking a lot of damage right there. Luckily, the teammate comes around the corner to clean that up after he took out that first guy. But look how he snaps on this dude. The acoustic sensor goes off. He turns around and literally snaps on the guy so fast, and it's almost as if the guy had no chance at all. In case you guys can't tell by the red bars over your teammate's head, this is actually pulled from theater mode. Dysmo went ahead, took the time to actually record that, send it to me so I would actually be able to use it in this gameplay. So don't get too distracted by these little red bars above your teammates' heads. Just kind of try and pay attention to the mini-map if any of these look a little bit odd, what he's shooting at, so it doesn't get too confusing. Right here, he knows where somebody's at. Go ahead and takes this guy out. You're going to see he repositions so he can get a good heal in. Starts shooting the guy. The guy's running away, gets an engagement with his teammate. Then he has to come back around. Enemy's distracted. So overall, that kind of played out really lucky, because that guy who came around the flank could have actually gone for him instead of the enemy. You can see how well he does this, where he peeks out and basically pre-fires. The guy doesn't even have a chance. Already on a 10 streak, peeks out, gets that guy at long range, and it makes it look like there's no recoil on the weapon. Dysmo does play at a little bit faster since he plays on a 9-9. You can see right here the acoustic sensor is going off, and you can see that the teammate ended up taking that kill. What you'll notice is how he's playing is a little bit slower with this particular weapon because it is a long range weapon. You don't want to get into too many of those close quarters combat type of engagements because at the end of the day, you're going to be outgunned a majority of the time. But he could play a little bit faster than maybe I can with the swordfish just because with that higher sensitivity, he could track targets just a little bit easier while aiming down sight. So right here, he knows someone's right here, snaps on. Look at the precision with the accuracy. I know a lot of times what people do is come into different comment sections and say, hey, you know what? That looks like a bot lobby. Those guys aren't shooting back, all this type of stuff. When you position yourself the right way and you play as smart as possible, you can make your enemy look like bots. Not all enemies, but I have learned through my own personal experience as well as the testimonial of several of my subscribers that you can get better at the game if you focus on your areas of weakness. And fortunately for players like Dysmo, Korean Savage, Swag, Elite Shot, and plenty of other YouTubers, they don't have a lot of holes in their game, so they make it just look too easy. I've watched several hours of live stream from different content creators, and they always seem to make it look easy. Not like they put in some special code so they get easier lobbies. People shoot back, but they shoot back faster. See right here, he's able to use the specialist weapon, jumps out, plays it very aggressive, makes sure he gets that little heal in, and then as the guy is coming around, you can see it on the acoustic sensor, not sure which route he wants to press, jumps out, gets a little bit of hip fire action there, repositions knowing that the guy will probably jump out. And I think this is an upcoming situation that actually shows how good a player like Dysmo is. There's several players with a little bit lower skill, maybe not so much experience, where they would have flopped this whole scenario and maybe choked the death way earlier. You have to put in a good number of hours to get better at handling these different scenarios because they do pop up and you got to make the adjustments as quick as possible, react in the moment, and the better decision making you have in those moments, the more likely you are to go on longer streaks, improve your KD, improve your score per minute, and just to be an all-around better player. And at this point in the video, you can see he's on a pretty long streak because that dark matter is already glowing. He's already peeking this little sight line. He can see the guys coming out on the minimap. He's only running that UAV and counter UAV because he's trying to achieve the longest gun streak possible. And the cool thing by running UAV and acoustic sensor together is typically most enemies are not going to run ghost and dead silence. So now you have situational map awareness. As long as you got a UAV in the air, you're going to be able to detect those dead silence users. And then you have the acoustic sensor to detect those ghost users. So typically you're going to have that balance so you have good map awareness at pretty much all time. And you can see the acoustic sensor almost makes it too easy. He knows the guy's coming around the corner. He peeks it, shoots the guy. Then he peeks, takes this guy out. He knows there's another one. He jumps out, tries to get the kill, re-heals, doesn't feel confident because it looks like there's multiple people coming in. Here's where that decision making comes in. He knows to run into the building. I don't know if you could hear, they killed his teammate with the little Tempest. And that's what's going to be the unfortunate end to his streak. He ended up shooting the guy as soon as he came around the corner. Unfortunately, the aim assist dragged his crosshairs up and shot the second guy. So a little bit unfortunate in that scenario, but obviously you can see how the gameplay played out, that he played it pretty much as best he could other than just literally running away from that situation. But at the end of the day, it's probably one of the most common things that is going to end your streak, especially the way they've designed the game with time-gated lethal streaks. At least he was able to get that nuclear, and now at this point in the gameplay, he's playing a little bit more aggressive. He does not really caring about getting to that next nuclear streak. Obviously, he wants to chain as many kills together as possible, play a little bit faster, just kind of end the match because there's only about 8 kills left. So you can see how the playstyle changes dramatically. You can see how every time he peeks out in this corner, he pre-aims that spot so perfectly. He already locks onto that spot and pretty much lines it up. He jumps over the rail, ends up getting pinched, because he's going for the other ruined guy instead of peeking on the other guy that's potentially in that hallway. Only a couple more kills left. We're going to see him come around the corner, call that UAV in. He has a good idea where people are. Now all he has to do is position, outflank these enemies, and pretty much that's going to be the end of the match. If you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more of these types of videos, let me know down in the comments section below. If you're brand new to the channel, I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setups, subscriber breakdowns, as well as other tip and trick videos on how to improve at Call of Duty. If any of that's the type of content you typically like to watch, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.